Hello and welcome to the Shrekdel Test. We thought it was important to record this little addendum here to let you know that for the first 4 episodes we were recording, we thought we were going to be calling the podcast No Stakes. And we decided that that was
dumb as shit.
So instead we decided to go with the much more genius sounding and incredible Shrekdel Test. For the name of the podcast in general. We just thought it was important that we let you know that at the start. Hope you enjoy the episode, and thanks for joining us.
And then like a jackass sound. That one, yeah. Hey now, it's a podcast. Watch the podcast. Thank you. It's the Shrekdel Test. Hello, welcome to the first episode of No Stakes Pod. I'm Kasey Famous, and this is...
I'm Evan Goldt.
We are married.
We're married, and this is the place where we live.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first episode of our brand new and highly anticipated podcast, No
People have been
Stakes.
begging us, they didn't make a podcast.
Every day. People are beating on the window.
It's scary, and we had to appease them.
Yeah, it was time to finally satiate that hunger that had been driving people to
The hunger.
the brink of killing us for not having a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But also, there's really nothing at stake, which is why it's called No Stakes.
No stakes.
No stakes.
We're not vampires.
Yeah, it's not about wooden stakes that might be driven through the heart. It's about the other kind. And not the ones you eat either, but the third kind, where it's like the things that are at risk and whatnot.
Yeah, so do you want to get into what we're talking about today?
Well, yeah, I don't see why not, honestly. The idea behind this pod, more or less, is that Kasey and I are stand-up comedians, and that's great. We love doing that. It's our passion. But it is a little limiting, I think. We can't really get into the nitty-gritty of all the things
I can. Maybe you're not good.
Maybe I'm not good. I really can't get into the nitty-gritty of all the things I truly, truly care about.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those things is the movie Shrek and how good the movie Shrek is.
We want to talk about Shrek because nobody's ever done it.
No one has ever taken the time to talk about Shrek on the internet.
Or edit any type, make their own art about it. Like, I don't know. It just feels
it's like forgotten media.
Do you guys, have you even heard of that? Have you ever even heard of Shrek?
Yeah, I'm curious if the audience has heard of Shrek.
Sound off in the comments.
Sound off in the comments if you have heard of Shrek. If you haven't heard of Shrek, it is a film franchise from the the little mom and pop shop DreamWorks Animation.
Mm-hmm.
It has spawned 6 feature films and several TV series and specials of that kind of thing. The first film was Shrek 2001. And what we want to talk about today is a little thing that we like to call
the Shrekdel
Test.
The Shrekdel Test.
We probably should have queued David up for that a little better. But the Shrekdel Test.
Oh, no,
it's bouncing
so
all
scary.
over us. Oh my God. Oh no. But the Shrekdel Test.
The Shrekdel Test.
So,
what is the Shrekdel Test, you might ask? Thanks for asking. Have you heard of letterboxd.com? I don't care. There's this thing called letterboxd.com, and it is a social media for films, which sounds awful, but I like it. It's a lot of fun. So basically what you do on letterboxd.com is you go on, you make a little profile, you go, these are my favorite movies. And then every time you watch a movie, you log it, and then you give it a score. And that is what we're talking about today, is the score aspect of this website out of 5.
The rankings on Letterboxd work as such, yeah. You can rank it 0 to 5
stars
on a half-star measure.
On a half-star sketch,
so,
which is good.
So really it's 1 through 10, if we're being so real. But it's out of 5.
Out of 5.
Letterboxd it's fun. It is fun. It's not a perfect app. It's
No.
not perfect. And the
and
user
it has its
base,
biases.
it does have its biases for sure. The
Such
user
as
base is different than IMDb.
Douchebags.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those.
There's a lot of film douche bros.
There's also a lot of idiots.
There's a lot of dumb idiots.
And they're a cross section of douchebag idiots.
Douchebag
also.
idiots. But then there's also people like us, funky tastemakers.
Funky tastemakers. Exactly.
And the genius intellect, perfect taste havers.
Which is where we land.
Which is like exactly
and
where
you
we
land for being here.
Yeah.
So basically, Shrek has a score of 4.1 out of 5. That's high, right? Doesn't that sound high?
It does sound pretty high.
It's pretty high.
Admittedly, it's like
And it's all I can think about is how high this score is. And I started looking at like all of Letterboxd, and I'm like, what do you mean this movie's not as good as Shrek?
you would be perhaps shocked at how many movies and how many filmmakers and how many actors have never been in a movie as good as or better than Shrek. It's kind of staggering. Names some of the highest paid actors of all time have never made a film as good as Shrek. And this is objective. The Letterboxd community has set in stone
Yeah.
what these films, their value is.
As far as I'm concerned, the Letterboxd score of a film is more, it's like realer than the American government to me.
I literally think it means more to me than a credit score.
Yeah.
It means more to me than the temperature. I don't trust the Weather Channel as much as I trust Letterboxd's community to objectively rank the quality of films.
So we kind of wanted to get into, for this our first episode, the whole Shrek franchise.
The Shrekiverse.
The Shrekiverse.
Yeah.
We have, within the last week or so, watched all of the Shreks.
All 6 feature length.
That's right, 6, because we're counting Puss in Boots
Puss in
and
Boots,
Puss in Boots The Last
2011
Wish.
and Puss in Boots The Last Wish 2022.
And we've ranked everybody in the Shrekiverse, which we will now use we will use these measurements to weigh against all of art that is on Letterboxd.
And the Shrekdel Test is something that we're really passionate about, and it's something that we will certainly return to.
It's not what the podcast is, though.
No, the
this
podcast
isn't the whole thing.
This is just the thing that we want to whet your appetite. We want to let you in on something that is meaningful to us, and we think will be meaningful to you as well. I think something that's important to talk about is what happens when something is as good or better than Shrek.
Yes.
For an actor or a filmmaker, anybody in an artistic setting in a
That
film
has a credit.
that has a credit, anybody credited on a film on Letterboxd specifically, we'll get into that later. If they have participated in a film that is as good or better than Shrek, they have earned a pair of Shrek years. For instance, let's talk about Hayao Miyazaki, acclaimed Japanese filmmaker. There he is. Isn't he pretty? I think he's a handsome guy. We love
Look
him.
at that smile.
The thing about Hayao Miyazaki is he has been involved in, he is credited on 10 films that are as good or better than Shrek, according to the Letterboxd community.
That means he has earned 10 pairs of Shrek ears.
But
Earning your Shrek ears is a big fucking deal.
it is. 10 is a lot. And
It's a
Hayao
lot.
Miyazaki will be setting the record today. I'm not telling tales out of school. 10 is a lot. I'm saying that to set expectations.
But wait.
But wait. Actually, how many credits does he have on each of those films?
Well, he's both the writer and the director of all 10 of those films.
Which means that in actuality, he has earned 20 Shrek
Shrek
years. Or 20 sets of Shrek years. 40 Shrek years.
That's true, 40 Shrek ears individually, but
So to be
that's a little
decorated
convoluted.
with Shrek years it's a high honor.
You want Shrek ears.
You want Shrek ears. So visual aid, you can take that away. That's what we're talking about today. So if you hear us say something has Shreked, that means 4.1 or higher on
If
Letterboxd.
you hear somebody has earned their Shrek ears, you get it.
They
You get it.
they
You're
have at least
smart.
one
Look at you.
credit that has earned that score. So
Over a 4.1.
So where we thought we would start for our overall
Yeah, we're gonna dig
Shrekdel
into
Power
the
Rankings
cast and crew
is the cast and crew
of the Shrekiverse. Of
the
all
Shrekiverse.
7 of them.
All six.
All 6 of them.
All 6 Shrek films. So I have this master doc here that I worked painstakingly on yesterday, and let's just start with the film itself, Shrek.
Yeah. So let's talk ratings of all of them.
Well, you want to go like movie by movie with the rankings?
Let's just okay. So
Like I think we talk about Shrek.
which Shrek films have Shreked?
You don't want to go like Shrek, talk about the people who have earned their Shrek years, and then Shrek 2, talk about that. Well, I guess we have to reveal. So
Yeah, we have to.
we do have to reveal. Okay, so starting with Shrek 2001, we've got a 4.1 out of 5, of course.
Then we get to Shrek 2.
The standard. Shrek 2.
Also a 4.1 out of 5. Now, when something earns a 4.1 out of 5, that means that it has
Equa-Shreked.
So
You get the
Shrek
deal.
2 is an Equa-Shrek to Shrek.
Shrek and Shrek 2, lossless quality.
Mhm.
Exactly as good as one another.
Yep. And if you disagree, sound off in the comments.
If you disagree, just keep in mind this is objective. It is absolute fact. And I disagree with a lot of this stuff too, but it is.
And if you really disagree, vote.
Vote. Yeah, exactly.
Make a Letterboxd account.
Get out and vote.
Vote.
So
what's Shrek 3 got?
Shrek the Third.
Oh God.
Shrek the Third, 2007. I think it's important to I want to go back and say Shrek 2, 2004. Shrek the Third, 3 years later, 2007. We're at a 3-year clip. We're doing good. Shrek the Third is a 3.0 out of 5. Quite a steep drop in quality. Then we move on to Shrek Forever After. Yeah. Which
doesn't have a 4 in the title, which sucks.
Yeah, no, it's Forever After.
They were cowards. They were cowards that day for not using a 4. Whatever. Go ahead.
It ties its predecessor, Shrek the Third, with a 3.0 out of 5 as well.
Which I disagree with.
I also disagree.
It's better than Shrek the Third.
We can get into that later, but I
I'll get
agree.
into it when I want.
You're right. I shouldn't control women.
Thank you.
Then we get into Puss in Boots, 2011, which we improve a little bit on the last 2 entries. We go to 3.3 out of 5. So not Shrekin. But then 11 years later, seemingly the franchise is...
We're done.
Done. Put to sleep. They said their piece.
But then a kitty cat makes a wish.
The Last Wish.
Mm-hmm.
Puss in Boots, The Last Wish came out in 2022, and
it's a banger.
Shocked me and Kasey, certainly last night when we watched it for the first time, and audiences everywhere, and garnered itself an Equa-Shrek score of 4.1 out of 5. The franchise is back.
It's back.
It's back. So we've got a 50-50 hit rate on the Shrek franchise thus far, setting the table for Shrek 5 coming out in 2027.
Which will be an event.
It will be an event.
For this podcast.
Just countdown to Shrek 5.
We might paint ourselves green, but I don't know.
I can't make any promises one way or the other. It might be cost prohibitive to be green.
You know what? Maybe we could do if we hit a certain number of followers by the time Shrek 5 comes out.
Ooh, that
we'll
actually
do green paint.
Reminds me of a segment that I think if you're interested in doing this today.
If we have time, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not as, it's just,
I don't know where
it's
we're
short.
going with this.
Yeah. Kasey and I have agreed to a suicide pact.
Oh, yeah.
We've agreed to a suicide pact. If we reach the age of 100
years old,
without reaching 1 million followers,
1 million followers, we're going to kill
ourselves. So if you don't want that to happen,
please follow.
Drop a follow. Drop a subscribe. Whatever you're watching this on,
if
probably
you're
YouTube.
Anti-suicide.
Yeah. If you're Logic the rapper, drop a sub.
Come on.
Drop a sub. Who can relate? All right. Who can relate? So yeah, we've got. So that segment's over. Back to Shrek, the Shrekdel Test. Let's get into these power rankings. We want to get into the cast of Shrek, and we want to get into who has the most Shrek years in each movie.
Do you want to start from the bottom, or are we gonna go? How do you have it organized? Do you have it organized by tier of?
No, I
How
have
many
it
Shrek
organized by film and then tiers within the film.
Got it. Okay, let's do movie by movie then.
Okay.
You got this. You
I
got
think
this.
let's go 2 to 4. Like, or low to high.
Yeah,
How do you-
within the movie. Yeah,
within the
let's go.
movie, exactly. So Shrek itself, 2001.
So everybody,
These are the credited roles that have received at least 2 Shrek ears, because if
they're
I
involved in
if they're
both
involved in
of the first
Shrek,
movies.
they have Shrek ears. So to mention the one Shrekers kind
Makes
of
no
irrelevant.
sense, yeah.
So, and mostly if that does come out that there are notable one Shrekers in the film,
We'll note that.
Well,
but
that's noted. But in the first Shrek, everybody that has just one set of Shrek ears, for the most part, is like an in-house DreamWorks voice actor.
mm-hmm. And we don't give a fuck about them.
They Shrek'd. They're better than us. They're
They're
have
better
their
than
Shrek
me.
ears. Yeah,
But they're worse than Cameron Diaz.
they are worse than Cameron Diaz. But first, we're going to start with the 2 Shrek ears. The 2 Shrek ears are vast majority names that are probably unfamiliar to you, but characters that probably hold a place in your heart if you, like us, care about the Shrek franchise. The first of which is Jim Cummings, credited as Captain of the Guards. If you remember, he's the guy that's like actually collecting all the fairy tale creatures.
Sees him.
He kills that sees him, right?
Yeah, it's the best sees him in all of cinema.
But that's Jim Cummings.
Prove me wrong.
And he has 2 sets of Shrek ears, one for Shrek, of course, and then the other is for the Lion King. So that's pretty cool.
Sick.
Then we've got Christopher
Get it, Jim.
Knights. Christopher Knights is one of these like in-house DreamWorks voice actors. Basically, he might be an animator. I didn't do that much research, but he plays all of the blind mice. All 3 of the blind mice are Christopher Knights, and he's got himself 2 Shrek ears for both Shrek and Shrek 2. Chris Miller plays the Magic Mirror. Same deal, Shrek and Shrek 2. Guillermo Aretos. Am I saying that okay, you think? I think I'm probably saying that all right. Guillermo Aretos. I'll put the name up here. If I'm botching it, I apologize. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Am I botching Guillermo Aretos?
I don't know.
He also gets 2 for Shrek and Shrek 2. It's pretty, standard stuff. Calvin Remsburg, another one of the Merry Men, gets 2 Shrek ears. This one I thought was interesting. One is for this Shrek, of course. The other is for the live stage recording of Sweeney Todd from 1982 with Angela Lansbury.
Wow. And that's interesting.
I think it's interesting that there's a guy from Sweeney Todd and Shrek.
I mean, he's singing in it.
He's singing. He's one of the Merry Men. I just think it's interesting. Like, you think of Sweeney Todd as this, like, especially the original, like, London stage production.
I don't think of Sweeney Todd.
Really?
Not often.
It's Sondheim. He's a genius.
I don't think of Sondheim.
He's a genius.
I'm sorry.
I wonder if he's got his Shrek ears. That's for another app.
Yeah.
And then the last guy, this is kind of an asterisk. Aaron Warner, he's the voice of Wolf, the big bad wolf in the grandma clothes.
Oh, right. Isn't he not credited?
He's not credited on Shrek 1 on Letterboxd. He's
up.
credited in all the rest of the Shrek franchise, and there's no one else credited as Wolf on Shrek 1, and by all accounts...
So they've taken the wolf's Shrek ears.
They've taken one of his Shrek ears, but if he had it, he would have 2 Shrek ears for Shrek and Shrek 2.
All right, let's get into more meat.
So 3 Shrek ears. This is where we get...
Say a name people know.
Mike Myers.
Great.
Mike Myers, Shrek himself. We got 3 Shrek ears.
Is a triple Shreker.
Triple Shreker. Now that's big. Of course, Shrek and Shrek 2.
Mm-hmm.
The third...
Guess. Give it 1 second to guess.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll tell them.
The third, sound off in the comments if you got it right, is the film Inglourious Bastards, don't you know? Mike Myers plays a British army guy, and it's pretty jarring, I would say. I haven't seen that movie in a while, but I remember him showing up, and I'm like,
Mike Myers.
what's Fat Bastard doing here?
Fat Bastard of all of the characters in the Myers verse?
What is Goldt member doing on my screen?
Oh my god, it's the Love Guru.
What is Love Guru doing in World War II?
You shouldn't have to go through that.
No, what is he manifesting?
Nothing good.
Nothing good. Right, it's not working.
But he's a good guy in that, right?
The Love Guru?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, he's a good guy in The Love Guru.
Okay.
It could be argued. We'll move on to our next triple Shreker. It's a crowded list. Eddie Murphy.
3 of them.
3 Shrek ears. Of course, Shrek and Shrek 2. And then his third, take a second to guess.
Okay.
If you guessed Mulan, you guessed right.
That's right. It's Mulan.
Mulan is an Equa Shrek.
I will say there is one other title that he is that I like to mention that he is that Shrek's, but we're not counting documentary. We're not counting archival footage.
Oh yeah.
But if we were to count archival footage, Eddie Murphy would have earned one more Shrek year for being part of a documentary made in the 80s about gay men, where they use a clip of him doing very homophobic stand-up.
That's right. That's
so
right. Yeah, archival footage does not count.
But if he did,
Typically,
that would have been a good get for him.
there are some addendums to the Shrekdel test, and this is a good thing to bring that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, typically, if you're credited as self, if you're credited as archival footage, if it is not a movie.
Yeah, if it's one of those stupid... They do this thing on Letterboxd where they'll put just some TV shows.
Yeah, because
Pisses me off.
It's not a TV show.
Yeah, we're not doing those. So that's not we're counting films.
And
feature-length films.
And not
we're also not counting shorts. Sorry.
Or almost any concert movies things. Like if it's a real piece of cinema.
None of those remind me of Shrek. None of those formats remind me of Shrek, which is why they are not part of the Shrekdel test.
They just don't count.
It's not real.
And you can suck our penises from the back.
You can suck my... I don't have Shrek ears.
No, we don't. We have not earned our Shrek years. Maybe we should do a suicide pact about that too.
Yeah, if we never earn our Shrek years.
Yeah, if we don't earn our Shrek years by the age
99.
of 99. Okay, so we have to get those before we get 1 million followers.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. All right, so we got Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Shrek, and a donkey themselves. Then we move on to our girl Cameron D. Fiona. Princess Fiona.
Cameron D. and Destiny.
My girl Drew and Lucy Lou. Cameron Diaz has 3. And, of course, Shrek and Shrek 2. The third, take a second to guess. Sound off in the comments. Did you get it right? It is Being John Malkovich. Being John Malkovich. One of the more...
I ain't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it. Yeah, it's, what's his name? Charlie Kaufman, right? He wrote Adaptation.
I have no idea. Yes.
Yeah, that guy, I'm pretty sure.
I think I saw one
And
of
Eternal
his movies.
Sunshine.
I think I saw Anomalisa. If that's the same guy, I saw that movie. And I thought it was freaky deaky, but I liked it.
Freaky deaky. All right, then we move on to Farquaad. Lord Farquaad himself, John Lithgow. He's got 3.
Noted transphobe.
Noted turf John Lithgow for the new HBO Harry Potter. Don't watch it.
Yeah, don't watch it.
Don't watch it. Fucking please grow up. Please. But yeah, he's got 3 sets of Shrek ears. We can't take that away from him.
So he's only in the first Shrek.
He is only in the Shrek.
That's the only time he shows up in the Shrekiverse.
So
because, as you remember, he is eaten by dragons.
Notably, he is the only member of the cast of Shrek that... No, this isn't true. He's one of 2 members of the cast of Shrek that gets 2 Shrek ears outside of the Shrekiverse.
Okay, what is it?
Yeah, so he got...
You've been guessing it the whole time, so...
Yeah, so
we won't give you a second.
Yeah, the 2 that he has are Interstellar, the Christopher Nolan vehicle, and then a little film called All That Jazz. You want to talk about that? You've seen it, I haven't.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's Bob Fosse. Without that movie, we wouldn't have Jean-Marc Soresi. We just wouldn't.
Which is
neutral. I don't know.
Neutral.
I like him.
Sea slur.
Yeah. You shouldn't call people cunts.
Sea slur gate.
All right, moving on.
And then here's the other guy. Okay, I was wrong. There's 3 people with 2. The next one is Vincent Cassel. He plays Monsieur Hood, is what he's credited as. Or
break it down.
Break it down.
Robin Hood is how I always just thought he was Robin Hood, but Monsieur.
They can't call him that because of
Disney.
Probably something.
Well, they can reference Cinderella and Snow White, and you don't think they can reference?
I don't know.
Robin Hood.
Look, let's go. Moving on.
Moving on. He's got 3 sets of Shrek ears. One for Shrek, of course. The other 2. You're not gonna guess. You probably don't know Vincent Cassel. I certainly didn't know Vincent Cassel, but he's in Black Swan, the Darren Aronofsky, notable AI enabler. Boo, boo, boo. 100% certified no AI
artist
on this podcast. Just throwing that out there.
I'm AI, but Evan's not.
Right. Well, yeah, Kasey is my AI wife. But aside from that, which, she eats and drinks all the same stuff that a human person would. So
Yeah, drinking water.
it kind of evens out. It's like
I eat gold and other things.
lithium. Yeah, and you
And
know,
I drink your water.
she has to down like, you know, about 100 gallons of
Well,
water.
depends
a day.
how many questions.
Yeah, if I ask her too many
field.
questions, yeah, it can add up. It can stack up for sure.
I'm
But he's
like,
got black
I'm
swan.
like, pull up Wikipedia. I don't want to drink any more water.
And then I get lonely because we're out of water. But that's why it's really important for us. We make sure we live in an apartment with no water bill. Our landlord is fucking confused.
Yeah.
He's mad. He's like, "Where's all this water going?" And I was like, "To my beautiful wife." His third is a movie called La Haine. It's a French film.
I ain't seen it yet, but I've been meaning to.
Yeah, I think what's noteworthy about this to me is that as far as I have written down, I believe that of every actor and performer in all of the Shrekiverse, La Haine is the project with the highest score that any of them is involved in, of a 4.5 out of 5. So it's apparently very, very good. Sound off in the comments. Have you seen La Haine?
Y'all seen La Haine?
Y'all seen La Haine? Hey, y'all seen La Haine? Is this...
We're probably saying it wrong. It's like probably like La Haine.
Well,
It's French.
French people are going to kill us. I was going to say
I
themselves.
hope French people never have to know who I am.
God, I hope French people never watch this podcast. God, if you're French, turn away. You can subscribe so we don't kill ourselves in 70 years or whatever. But
Well, maybe they're cool with that. I haven't looked at their laws.
oh
I
yeah,
don't know if they have assisted suicide
Maybe
laws
they do.
or what.
but I just think that's an interesting distinction. Vincent Cassel, the most
don't
high
think it's
quality
Castle?
art. It might be Cassel. Cassel feels more French.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who cares?
La Haine.
Here's-
Best thing Shrek ever touched.
Here's I think one of the more noteworthy people involved. Her name is Kathleen Freeman. She's credited as Old Woman. You might remember her as the woman that actually tries to sell Donkey at the beginning of the movie when he like won't talk, and she's like mouthing farmer like, "Oh yeah, I
I'm
talk."
the talkingest thing around.
She's really funny. She does a great job. She's got 3 sets of Shrek ears as well. One for Shrek, of course. The other 2, The Sting, Paul Newman
Ooh, gotta watch that.
and Robert Redford.
Put that on. If you've already made your Letterboxd account because of us, put that on your watch
You
list.
already have your playlist that you're adding to now of films that I must watch because they were mentioned on No Stakes.
Yeah.
Add that.
See the Sting. It's a fun movie.
See The Sting for sure.
You're
And
gonna have a good time.
2 of the hottest men to ever live.
Yeah, you're gonna be horny and you're,
You're
gonna
gonna-
want to steal stuff.
If you're gonna get wet no matter what you have.
No matter what you got.
No matter what you got down
it's
there.
perspiring.
It's gonna perspire quite a bit when you see Robert Redford and that sauce maker Paul Newman coming at you. They're
sauce maker.
Newman's own. Hey.
Oh, okay. I really thought that was a common thing. I was like,
Oh.
God damn.
Oh, he's making some sauce.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm making some.
Goodness.
Newman's gonna own my sauce. I don't have it. I don't have one. But yeah.
No, that was good. That was perfect. Newman's gonna own my sauce. I'm always saying that.
Oh man, Newman.
He's gonna taste my sauce and say, "I must own this. I must put this. I must put this into the world of grocery stores everywhere."
God, I wish I was Newman's own. Bury me with him like a pharaoh.
Okay.
Back to Kathleen Freeman. Her 3rd set of Shrek ears. I think this is just, for me, like one of the coolest things anybody in the entire Shrekiverse is involved in. She's in Singing in the Rain.
That is actually the coolest
Singing
thing.
in the Rain. I mean, just if
God damn.
and if you haven't seen Singing in the Rain,
Oh my gosh! If you haven't seen "Singing in the Rain," I feel like you're slapping those guys. That guy, who's the guy that did the?
oh man,
Make 'em laugh
Make 'em
guy?
laugh.
Oh my God! Don't even watch "Singing in the Rain" right now. Just look up "Make 'Em Laugh"
Yeah, seriously.
and watch that and be like, Jesus Christ! Why did he throw himself on the ground so many times?
And then look
and you'll
like,
be like, oh, is he okay? No,
No,
he
he's
injured
not.
himself a lot.
Yeah.
He's not okay.
Go find like a Watch Mojo fucking thing about the guy that does Make 'Em Laugh and Singing in the Rain. Like what?
Yeah.
Like
Listen to an AI tell you his tragic story. He'll be.
yeah.
It's fun.
It'll take 90 seconds for you to be like, Jesus Christ, and you'll watch Make 'Em Laugh, and you'll be like, oh my God, this guy needs
He's
this.
a sick fuck, but it ultimately benefited humanity.
I mean, yeah, he made a fucking
Made 'em laugh.
He made him laugh.
Um,
And then our last 3 Shrek earers, we got the voice of Pinocchio, Cody Cameron, and then one of the two co-directors of Shrek, Andrew Adamson, who Shreks for Shrek, co-director, Shrek 2, also co-director, returning as co-director, and he plays Captain of the Guards in Shrek 2. So he gets his Shrek ears for both being an actor and director on Shrek 2. He gets 3.
Yep. He snuck that in.
Right under the wire.
It's almost like he knew that this would be a system and that if he voiced one of the characters in his own movie, he could earn an extra Shrek ear.
It counts.
We don't know that he does. We don't have it on. We don't know that he has technology to time travel. We don't know that he doesn't.
We don't know how important like the provenance might be the right word. It's definitely not. But the esteem that Shrek ears will bring in the future and the kind of monetary value that might have, like similar to like how an actor could start charging.
I assume that the Shrekdel Test is going to change the world and how we look at film.
I do think,
and how actors evaluate their worth.
And I'm
mostly that.
I'm hopeful that the fact that we aren't being gunned down by time travelers right now means that the change that it brings to the world is for the better.
That's true.
That's my sincere hope. So
who's next?
Then we get into the winner of Shrek 2001, the most decorated Shreker involved in Shrek 2001. Is a Mr. You probably haven't heard of him, Conrad Vernon. Conrad Vernon voices the beloved gingerbread man.
Not the gumdrop buttons.
Not the gumdrop buttons. She's married to the Muffin Man.
Absolutely.
I'd like to be in that muff, man. Hell yeah. But he gets
Muff means pussy.
He gets 4 Shrek ears, and they're all inside the Shrekiverse itself. He recounts his role as Gingy in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. He, of course, is the gingerbread man in both Shrek and Shrek 2. And then to add to those acclamations, to those achievements, he jumps on as a co-director for Shrek 2. They put him behind the camera.
Wow.
How would he even reach up there?
I don't know. He's tiny.
It's impressive.
He must have like a long candy cane.
He does additional
to push
voices.
The buttons.
Yeah, he's got an extendable candy cane.
Yeah.
Almost like the power pole in Dragon Ball Z. It gets him into trouble. But I don't know why I did a Dragon Ball Z reference to you. You don't know what the fuck.
Hey, you know what? That's what the audience is for.
Sound off in the comments. You know what the power pole is? Let us know. Let us know. PP in the comments.
Yeah, pee in them.
Pee in them. But yeah, Conrad Vernon. Most of the other, I think it's like valuable to point out. A lot of these DreamWorks voice actors. That's everyone in Shrek. Yeah, a lot of the voice actors in the Shrekiverse, like the DreamWorks kind of in-house voice actors. Most of them are doing more than one voice. I'm just crediting them for their kind of most significant voice, their most significant role. But another fun character.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Well,
I don't even think about multiple roles in one thing. We haven't discussed that.
Do you
we'll talk about it later, but
it's one credit. It's one credit with various roles next to it. Like when the credits roll, it's not like they get.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
How does SAG treat that?
How does SAG is like, well, he's got to get paid for Gingerbread Man and for Mondo, the giant gingerbread man. He voices both.
That's true.
In Shrek 2. But that's not how we do the Shrek system. So that's Shrek 1. Those are the power rankings for Shrek 1. Then we get into Shrek 2. So 2004. An Equa Shrek. Your involvement in Shrek 2 earns you your Shrek ears. Now, I think it's fun. Let's talk about the 3 performers who have one set of Shrek ears explicitly because of their involvement in the film Shrek 2. And one of them is Prince Charming himself, Rupert Everett. I don't really know him from anything else.
I know the name.
Right? I look at his Letterboxd, and I think like the next highest thing is like 3.8.
Rupert Everett, you suck.
You don't suck. It's you know.
You Shreked once.
You Shreked. You got your Shrek ears. It's cool. Just it's not too late, man.
Maybe you should try to get a better project.
Get in on something else. You know,
Come on,
I
Rupert.
believe in you. They're throwing out Shrek ears left and right
Call
nowadays.
your agent.
There's a definite recency bias on Letterboxd. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, no. New movies, you get real high scores.
They rack those up because there's a bunch of teenagers that have never seen
They haven't seen anything.
and they're like, whoa,
They're like, the substance is good.
Marty Supreme.
Oh, it's
this is
so good.
the best thing I've ever fucking seen. And then they get some fucking Shrek ears. So Rupert, stop slacking.
Just be in something as good as the substance.
Call
idiot.
your agent.
Okay,
and
who's next?
yeah, the next one is The Ugly Stepsister. We remember The Ugly Stepsister with her 5 o'clock shadow and transphobic undertones.
And overtones.
Who's the guy?
The voice of which is performed by R.I.P. Larry King. Larry King.
Larry King of Larry King Live.
Larry King
Of Suspenders fame.
Larry King has more Shrek ears, has been in a movie, Shrek 2, that is better than any movie that Woody Allen has ever been involved in.
That's true.
Objectively. Woody Allen with a high score of 4.0.
Woody Allen has never Shrek.
Never Shreked.
Maybe we could put a picture of him up with his embarrassing lack of ears.
Never Shreked. Never Shreked once.
Maybe put an X through it.
Yeah. I can definitely do that in post.
Maybe a thumbs down on top of that.
We'll make that happen. And maybe I'll make him frown somehow. I don't know how to do that, but I'll try.
Nothing makes that guy frown.
There's
He
me
got
trying.
away with it. Okay, moving on.
Larry King, one Shrek ears, has made a better contribution,
A more
bigger
decorated
contribution
artist than
to cinema than Woody Allen. And then our last single Shrekker is Joan Rivers, playing the role of Joan Rivers.
So, and that pisses me off because all of her stand-up specials are on Letterboxd.
Yeah, stand-up specials do count.
Yeah, they count.
For Shrekking.
Yeah, they count.
Because
And everybody is ungrateful pig.
yeah, she was a Zionist.
Yeah, but that's not.
It doesn't take away.
Are about.
Yeah, no, it's not like she's on stage. Well,
Actually, I don't know.
we don't know.
Okay.
We don't know about the
Look,
later
okay.
ones.
I'm sorry for loving Joan Rivers.
You know,
I'm
it's
genuinely.
critical.
That is a fault of mine.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
But there's so few of us.
Yeah, the women in stand up.
Yeah,
You know,
I have to love her.
it's a little
She
bit.
died.
Yeah, she's
She's in
dead.
hell,
like
maybe?
she should be. She's probably in hell where she
Because
belongs.
I know she said some gross stuff. I know she said some bad stuff.
But she also did some cool stuff. She interviewed the drag queens and trans people that were in Paris is Burning.
Oh, watch that. Go watch that on her
her
daytime show.
talk show. That you
Yeah.
can find this on YouTube. It's a really cool.
It's a very charming piece of history.
You know, as
She learns. What's the phrase that she learns?
Oh my God.
24/7.
24/7.
She learns the phrase 24/7 from a drag queen.
Isn't that crazy?
She goes 24, and they 24/7. She goes, yeah, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I like that.
I used to be a 24/7. I used to drag all the time.
24, excuse me,
24/7. That
24
means 24 hours a day, 7 days a
24
week.
hours, 7 days a week. What a great term. And I have to remember that 24/7, because I'm going to say that from now on. You know, Joan, are you unhappy? 24/7, baby. I mean, it's just.
I like that.
Isn't that amazing?
What? We were like, what? That's like when you learn that the high five was invented
Period. End of sentence.
in like what, the 80s or 90s or something.
by like a baseball player.
Yeah, like what the fuck do you?
And you're
mean?
like, what do you mean peasants weren't like?
That's the first thing you learn as a baby. They're
Literally,
like, high five.
like
you know.
I
That's,
just picture two guys in the plague being like, "Nice, we survived."
But then they have the plague.
Oh well, they lived through it. The plague's over. In this scenario, the plague just ended. They just announced.
They announced it.
We're wrapping it up.
Did you hear the plague's over?
It's over. We're wrapping it up. Yeah. So that's Joan Rivers, Larry King, Rupert
You know what
Everett.
movie that Joan Rivers is in that doesn't Shrek is a movie called The Swimmer, which is a beautiful film that I do think, in my personal opinion, is better than Shrek. But
Unfortunately, the objective reality
I
is
just
that it
can't
is a
move
near
on from
Shrek.
Joan Rivers without mentioning one of my very favorite movies, The Swimmer.
When a movie gets 4.0, that is called a near Shrek. And it is I think worth a distinction. It's still a distinguished accomplishment to make something almost as good as Shrek. But unfortunately, The Swimmer not quite as good as Shrek.
Bullshit.
Moving on to the two Shrek years, we got a lot of returners. Aaron Warner as Wolf, Guillermo Retos returns as Chris Miller returns as the Magic Mirror, the Blind Mice. Then we got the voice of the dresser. Do you remember the scene where the fairy godmother like brings all the furniture to life and
Yeah.
like threatens Shrek with them.
Yep.
The dresser has like 2 lines, and for that effort, he got himself a second set of Shrek ears in addition to his work on Mulan. So I think that's fun. Mark Mosley. And then our last 2 Shreker is Jennifer Saunders, the voice of the fairy godmother.
Wow.
Unlike Mother Like Son, she's better than Prince Charming. She's a better
Wow.
actor. She gets her 2 Shrek ears for Shrek 2, and Coraline. Coraline does Shrek. I haven't seen it.
Me neither.
I was friends with a guy in high school who would just sing this song from Coraline at me.
Nah.
God, it was not easy. I didn't like it. Our producer is giving me a very the exact look that I feel in my heart. He would sing it constantly, and so I've been very turned off by that film. But Letterboxd has made it known that it is at least as good as Shrek. It might even be better than Shrek.
Who am I to argue?
Getting into our 3 Shrek years, of course, we got the main cast: Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz. But then we get into Mom and Pop, Queen Lillian, Julie Andrews. Triple Shreker, Julie Andrews.
So
Take
one
a
for
guess.
Shrek 2.
One for Shrek 2. What do you think the other 2 are?
2 non-Shreks.
2 non-Shreks. You don't know for sure. I mean, like.
Oh, what could it be? Think of all the iconic Julie Andrews roles. What is it? What is it?
Now, I bet you can get one of them. I could
Okay,
almost
so
guarantee
should I
you
guess?
couldn't guess.
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure one of them is Mary Poppins, right?
No. Mary
the
Poppins
fuck?
is not as good as Shrek.
That's wrong.
Mary Poppins is objectively not as good as Shrek. This is objective reality.
Okay.
Letterboxd determines the truth. So, you got any other guesses? What you might have been?
Okay, the other one is Sound of Music.
Sound of Music does Shrek. It is actually better than Shrek at a 4.3, I believe.
That's cool. That's fine.
It's cool. Yeah, so she gets those 2 Shrek ears, Shrek 2 and The Sound of Music. Now her third, and this is a feature film. I looked into this. It is a spin-off of a popular television series.
Tell me.
Her most recent addition to her Shrek-orations, if you want to call them that,
Please tell me.
Queen Charlotte, A Bridgerton Story.
No, that doesn't count.
It counts.
I'm so sorry.
It's
no,
a feature film.
it's not a feature. Did it
It
go?
is a
did
feature
it
film.
go
It's
to-
not
did-
part of the series.
Hey everybody, quick interruption just to say that I was wrong about Queen What's-Her-Face Charlotte, the Bridgerton Story being a movie. It is not a movie. It is in fact a mini-series spin-off on fucking Netflix, so it does not count for Julie Andrews Shrek ears, and she stands with just 2 Shrek ears after all, so just keep that in mind going forward. My apologies to you, the audience, and to you, Kasey, and to Julie Andrews also.
Sorry, girl.
Yeah, that's on me.
It is.
That's my bad.
This
That
is how
doesn't
this
remind
works.
me of Shrek.
It's a feature
that,
film.
That format doesn't remind me of Shrek.
It's a feature film. There are plenty of things that will never get.
Bridgerton Story.
I mean, movie theaters. That's just not how to determine whether
I
or
guess
not.
you're right because we're gonna count the Star Trek motion pictures. Although I don't think any Star Trek movie.
I think one Star Trek movie might Shrek.
Is it Khan? It's
I
gotta be
think
Khan.
Wrath of Khan might Shrek. I
Okay.
can't remember for sure. That'll be for a different episode.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll get into it.
But yeah, Queen Charlotte, A Bridgerton Story. It's a feature film. It's a spin-off. It's a film.
Well,
It
good
counts.
for her. Good for Julie.
Julie gets her Shrek
Should have
ears.
got that for Mary Poppins.
Yeah,
but whatever.
it's
She
kinda
should have
crazy.
4
Yeah,
because whatever.
I know. Kind of crazy.
What's John Cleese got?
John Cleese, also a noted turf. John Cleese.
Yeah, he said he's just out there saying shit.
He's
Something's wrong with England.
Yeah, Turf Island.
Something's
ain't well.
really going wrong over there.
I mean, to give birth to us,
they got the
to give birth to the United States,
Yeah,
that's
they're
not.
sickos.
You're fucking sick. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
And
caning your kids all the time.
but you know his contributions to cinema cannot be denied. He's got 3 sets of Shrek ears. One for Shrek 2, of course. Then, to my great delight, Monty Python and the Holy Grail
Yep.
is as good as Shrek.
There are a lot of men on Letterboxd, and that would not ever not happen.
Yeah.
What does it have a perfect 5? Is that the only perfect 5?
Is Monty Python and the Holy Grail? No, not quite. But it is. You know, I don't remember what it
Probably
has.
like 4.3 or
It might echo
something.
Shrek, quite frankly, because Letterboxd definitely has a slant against comedies in general.
Oh, it do.
There are some comedies that don't
this world
Shrek.
doesn't respect comedy.
Woof. Oh my God, we chose a profession that is riddled with disrespect.
Whatever.
Profession.
I ain't earned no respect yet. I'll be real.
And then his third. This is a feature film, mind you. It's another spinoff of a television show.
Is it another Monty Python?
No.
Weird. Okay, wait. I have no fucking idea.
No, you would never guess in a million years. From the original series, it's a spinoff of the original series, Doctor Who, City of Death.
Are these movies?
It's a movie.
Evan was wrong again. It's a show. It's a show. But it's not really their fault because it's kind of Letterboxd's fault, right? Why is that on there?
Yeah.
Why is that on there?
Letterboxd is weird.
Stupid
about
Letterboxd nerds.
It's like some nerd on Letterboxd that knows how to get an entry on Letterboxd is like, well, I mean, City of Death, it really should count as.
it's so
Ooh,
good.
ooh, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
here's some 2-part Star Trek episodes.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's
Why?
ridiculous. So it is not a
But I
movie.
also like it.
It is a TV
Why?
show. It doesn't count for the Shrekdel test, and John Cleese stands with just 2 Shrek years after all. My apologies again to you, the audience, to you, Kasey, but not to John Cleese, because you're turf.
We get into the last 2 triple Shrekers are Cody Cameron, the voice of Pinocchio, returning from Shrek 1. And then Andrew Adamson, of course, co-director of both Shrek and Shrek 2, and Captain of the Guards in Shrek 2, earning him his 3rd.
Sees
years.
him.
Sees him. It might be a different line in this one.
Whatever.
It's probably still sees him.
Yeah.
What else does the Captain of the Guards
It's-
say?
It spiritually sees him.
Then
It's essentially.
we get into our 4 Shrek ears. And sound off in the comments. There's one noteworthy cast member we haven't mentioned that you might be wondering, where are they in all this? So up there with the gingerbread man himself, Conrad Vernon, tying for the most decorated actor in the Shrek franchise yet, it's Antonio Banderas, Puss in Boots himself,
That's right.
with 4 sets of Shrek ears.
That's right. That's what you get when you work with Pedro Almodovar.
Yeah, so he's got 2
what
for
you
the
get.
Shrekiverse itself, Shrek 2, of course, and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. But then, yeah, he's got Shrek ears for women on the verge of a nervous breakdown, and most recently, well, Puss in Boots: Last Wish, I think, is the most recently. But besides that, Pain and Glory, another Pedro. I don't know the last name.
Almodovar.
I haven't seen any of his movies. I feel
I haven't either, but I've been wanting to.
I feel lax. So
Yeah, dude, I feel like we're saying I haven't seen it a lot, and it's like,
I know.
why am I even awake during the day if I'm not watching a movie?
I know.
At this point, I'm so behind.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and commit to this. I'm going to go ahead and make a playlist
Of
on
all movies
Letterboxd.
mentioned?
Yeah, of all the movies. Well,
Okay.
at least that are credited in the Shrekiverse that, like,
Sure.
you know, so you can catch up on everything that everyone involved in Shrek has been in that is
That
as
is
good
good. Yeah.
as Shrek.
Okay.
So yeah, that's our tie right there is Antonio Banderas. And if we want to go off scores alone, Antonio Banderas is leading the pack now for the most decorated in the whole Shrekiverse. So pretty impressive
Right.
stuff. Then we move on to Shrek the Third. Now Shrek the Third is kind of fun because it does not Shrek. It is notably the first film in the Shrekiverse to not Shrek, which is sad. It's also one of the biggest casts of any of the movies.
This is where we get into a lot. You're gonna hear a lot of familiar names, and then you're gonna be like, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess they're in that.
We'll go down the list now because we're not really like adding a lot of people to these higher echelons. 4 Shrek years remains Antonio and Conrad. 3 Shrek years it remains Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, Julie Andrews, John Cleese, and Cody Cameron. And then let's see here. We get into the 2 Shrek years. Again, all returning voice actors from earlier Shreks. Then here are some of our noteworthy one Shrekers, single Shrekers that are featured in Shrek the Third rather. Monty Python alum Eric Idle, who has a single set of Shrek ears for Monty Python and the Holy Grail. He plays the role of Merlin, and you know he was signing up for this like, oh, I'm gonna get me 2nd pair of Shrek ears. Oh yeah, can't wait. I can't wait to get me second.
Perfect Eric
Shreker.
Idle.
I can't wait to get
Oh my
me
God,
second
he's-
set of Shrek
Oh
ears.
my God, Eric Idle. I'm such a fan.
All right. Yeah, I'm Eric Idle.
I loved when you were
I was Merlin.
yeah, you're
Merlin.
so good.
Yeah.
Not good enough.
Not quite. I don't think it's my fault, though.
No.
No. Couldn't be me.
No.
I'm great. I'm Shrek.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, he's gone. And then we've got he's credited as ship captain. I didn't clock him when we were watching it, but Seth Rogen appears.
Seth Rogen is in Shrek the Third.
Shrek the Third appears, and
Technically in Shrek the Third.
and Seth Rogen has
He's earned himself some ears.
one
right?
set of Shrek ears. One set of Shrek ears. Yes.
For Pineapple Express.
Not quite. Not quite.
For Knocked Up.
We'll give you 5, 4,
This is the end.
3, 2, 1. No, it's for a movie coming out this year,
No.
and it counts. It counts.
It's been released,
It's
but
on
only to
Letterboxd.
critics. Right?
Yeah.
It has not gotten its theatrical release.
It hasn't gotten a theatrical release. It's called The Invite. Period. And it's a 4 cast member film with him and director / co-star Olivia Wilde.
Run to your nearest theater to see
The
the
Invite.
best thing Seth Rogen's ever been in.
The best film Seth Rogen has
Fuck
ever
you,
been
The
involved in.
Fablemans.
Yeah, which near Shrek's at 4.0.
Which I think is a little high. But
yeah,
also, watch that movie. It's the best cuck film of all time. It's so good.
and Seth Rogen's the one doing
Just
the
kidding. It's
cucking.
really not. It's really not.
Oh, it couldn't be. No,
No, there's
possibly.
no way.
He has one other near Shrek. It's his first film credit ever, and it's the role of one of the bullies in Donnie Darko, in which he says his one line, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in the entire film is "I like your boobs."
I like your boobs.
That is Seth Rogen's introduction to cinema.
Cinema.
So I think that's pretty fun.
That is pretty cool.
And
I
then we
think
got-
that was a cool thing about myself. Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen's great.
If I'd be like, I'm a Donnie Darko and I can roll cross joints. I'll never kill myself.
I'm making the
I'll
studio.
never fucking kill myself.
I'll never kill myself. 'Cause, I have a
Oh,
beautiful.
the studio is a great show.
I have a weed apparel company, and it's really overpriced.
I'll
And
literally never run out of money.
I'll literally have money forever.
I'm gonna cure Alzheimer's for my wife.
Yeah, my wife hates Alzheimer's, and so do I. So
That's such a great way to say that somebody you love has been destroyed.
my wife hates Alzheimer's. She just hates it. I don't know.
So yeah, he's got one set of Shrek ears, and then we got Ian McShane, credited as he's Captain Hook in Shrek the Third. Ian McShane, a single Shrekker. He's from the series Deadwood. He plays Hot Rod's dad, stepdad, in the film Hot Rod, the Andy Samberg picture that I love. But that's
And he
not what he gets his
fights?
Shrek ear for, unfortunately. He shares his Shrek ears. Well, the distinguish with an earlier one. He's also in Coraline, mentioned earlier. So
Okay.
there we go. Now here's a list of notable 0 Shrek ears. People that appeared in Shrek the Third,
Whose name you might know.
whose name you almost certainly know. And I would say it could be argued that their involvement as the first non-Shrekkers to ever be involved in the Shrek franchise, maybe they're stinking up the joint.
Maybe they dragged the movie down.
Maybe their inclusion kind of, points to the fact that you might not Shrek with this one, guys. Oh,
You might not be a
you
Shrek.
might not be Shrekin. Oh, is Justin Timberlake in this joint? Because you might not get your Shrek ears. Playing the role of Prince Artie,
Oh
Justin
no, the
Timberlake.
tour is ruined.
This is gonna ruin the tour,
What tour?
the world tour.
Oh no.
He has no Shrek ears. He has one near Shrek. I bet at least one fucking nerd watching this is like, even Inside Llewyn Davis. Yeah, Inside Llewyn Davis, not as good as Shrek. Step it up, Coen Brothers.
And even if you love that movie, look inside your heart and go, is it better than Shrek? Because I've seen both films.
I have to. And if we're really, really, really being real with
I think
ourselves,
that if I had to make one of them disappear and never have existed,
I would not hesitate, bitch.
I would not hesitate, bitch. It's Inside Llewyn Davis. Fuck
Inside
you.
Llewyn Davis is
Stressing
getting
me out
capped
with
in
the cat. Stressing me out with the cat.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Also, the music is like,
Ugh.
are we playing folk music? Oh, remember
Fuck
Bob Dylan? Yeah, fuck Bob Dylan.
Sorry.
I'm a Bob Dylan fan. I don't know if that's a real guy. Maybe
no, but Bob Villain is.
Bob Dylan, is he?
Bob Villain is, I don't know, somehow pro-Palestine.
Oh,
And
well,
like,
that's good.
got in trouble for it. I mean, probably actual trouble. I don't know. I think some visas
Well,
were fucked with. Or at some point. I don't
critical
know.
support for the situation that I'm not appraised to.
Yeah, Bob
involving
Villain
Bob Dylan.
might be a good guy.
Then we got, I would say I'm smugly satisfied that this guy doesn't have any Shrek ears, but it also doesn't surprise me at all. John Krasinski, Jim Office himself. No Shrek ears. He plays Lancelot in Shrek the Third, and maybe he stunk up the joint.
Yeah, it's probably his fault.
Maybe he dragged it down. Maybe he's the reason that they lost 1.1
He
whole
ruined it just
star.
like he ruined The Office. He didn't ruin The Office, but he does drag it down.
I would say, the whole. It's well known to anybody that like even kind of cares that
Should have been Randall Park.
Randall Park. Was
Funnier, hotter guy.
Kim Jong-un from the interview. He might Shrek. We'll find out. Not for the interview, but he might Shrek. But yeah, he was up for the part of Jim. It would have been so much better.
God, it would have been good.
He's so hot, and I bet him and Jenna Fisher would have had better chemistry. Low key,
Yeah,
because he's like funnier and nicer. John
true.
Krasinski's a CIA asset. Allegedly, I'm putting that out there.
Allegedly.
John Krasinski's a CIA asset. Allegedly. Then we got SNL alums, a slew of SNL alums who have never Shreked. Sherry O'Terry with the role of Sleeping Beauty. One of the cheerleaders, don't you know? Amy Poehler as Snow White. Never
Baby
Shreked.
Mama didn't Shrek.
Yeah. Can't believe Baby Mama didn't Shrek. No, the real tragedy, I think, the real injustice is Mean Girls.
No Shrek for Mean Girls is fucked.
It's pure
That's
misogyny
and anti-comedy.
It's anti-comedy and misogyny holding hands. It's like
Mhm.
both of those things are tacking away at the points. These are just things we've noticed as
fucking
people.
film people, man.
I know, it's insane. Mean Girls is literally a perfect film. Make it better. To ask Martin Scorsese to make fucking Mean Girls better.
He can't make it.
Ask Hayao Miyazaki to make Mean Girls better. he couldn't do it. As many Shrek years as the guy has, no one could make that movie
Like
better.
Wallace Shawn once said, William Shakespeare could not have written Young Sheldon better than the writers of Young Sheldon.
Yeah, and no one
And
could.
that means something.
It's true.
We're not sure what it means.
No, I think it speaks for itself.
but
I think
it means,
it's pretty clear.
It means something.
I think it's pretty clear what it means.
Fuck William Shakespeare.
Yeah, no, fuck Shakespeare. A little
Wallace
bit.
Shawn hates Shakespeare.
They share initials. Have they ever been in the same room together?
They haven't.
Interesting. Maybe that's some self-loathing going on. And then the last of our three SNL alum who has never Shreked herself is Maya Rudolph, which I think for me,
You would think she would be in a Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
I know.
That
I
would
don't think
Shrek.
she's. I don't think she. Well, if she's been in a Paul Thomas Anderson movie, it's not one that is Shreked.
I know she's in Licorice Pizza.
So Licorice Pizza.
I think that
does
might be
not
the only
Shrek.
one she's in, actually.
I certainly don't think Licorice Pizza deserves to Shrek myself.
No, I don't think so. I don't
I
think anybody does.
I think I
thinks
mean
that.
the
I mean, maybe they do.
the John Michael.
I don't know.
Sound off in the comments. Do you think Licorice Pizza?
Defend Licorice
Yeah,
Pizza.
defend
Look,
Licorice Pizza. Defend John Michael Higgins playing the guy married to the Asian woman in Licorice Pizza.
Defend that scene.
Defend that scene.
Can you imagine the plot wouldn't even be different without that scene?
Not even a little
The
bit.
plot
And it's
could-
not one scene. It's multiple
several,
scenes.
yeah.
It's at least two scenes where he's just doing the thickest, most offensive Asian accent. It's insane. It's crazy.
And I know that they're not condoning it. It's just like it's not funny enough.
But it's not.
I know that what is it? Depiction is not like
endorsement. Right.
I understand that. I'm not stupid.
We're not idiots.
I know we are. We're idiots.
No, we're not.
So
We're
dumb.
geniuses
We're so dumb.
with perfect
Listen
taste.
to all the movies we haven't seen. But
But it's just not worth it. You could have done something, and it doesn't feel real. Like the rest of the movie
it's because it breaks the mood of the whole movie.
It really does, in a way that is not just like jarring, but really it's like, dude, that wouldn't happen. A guy wouldn't think sincerely that he could talk to his Asian wife in English in a thick Asian accent.
I actually do think people are that dumb and racist.
I mean,
actually, that could have been based on a real story.
If it's based,
you know what? No, you've just changed my mind. Look, I still think it's
not
like
as good as Shrek.
It's like, why are we talking about this in this film? But because that was
it is a distraction.
Because maybe anti-Asian racism was a huge part of the California landscape at that point. It definitely was.
Well, it's a huge part of the landscape of this entire country.
Yeah, I understand that, but specifically the California.
In California,
because of the large population.
In the Pacific, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
so you know what? Maybe we're idiots. John
but
Michael Higgins.
But Paul
sorry.
Thomas Anderson, maybe put your wife in a better movie.
Yeah, get your baby some Shrek ears.
Get her some Shrek ears. You can do it.
Come on.
They love giving you Shrek ears. They fucking.
So One Battle After Another does not Shrek.
No, it is a near Shrek, I believe. When I last checked it, at 4.0.
Gotta see it.
I'm not positive though. Then we get into our last two. Amy Sedaris, one of the other princesses in this movie, Cinderella.
Get her ears.
Yeah, for me.
But the thing is, all of her best work is on television.
No, you know what? For me, the noteworthy exclusion
Amy Sedaris?
For Amy Sedaris, a movie I truly believe is as good as Shrek, is Elf.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
I like it.
I think Elf is pretty flawless, quite frankly. Like you don't have like I don't know. If you don't think Will Ferrell's funny, then you're kind of dumb. You're even dumb by is it James Caan?
Yeah,
that plays
James
his dad?
Caan. Yeah.
Okay, so like the story on set for Elf is that James Caan just like the
He
whole
was
time they're
actually that mad the whole time. He kept telling Will Ferrell, like, you're not funny. I hate this.
Literally,
I hate being here.
like to his face, he was just like, "This sucks. I don't get this at all. You're not funny."
I think that he did when he saw
no,
the
when
movie.
they saw the movie, he was like,
okay.
"Oh, this is good." Okay.
Yeah, I
You're-
think Gene Hackman had a similar thing with Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah, I think that's true. Like where he was
the
like,
whole
"What the
time,
fuck do you
like,
mean I have
what
to
are we
stand
doing?"
right here and look right at the camera or whatever?"
Yeah,
it
and then
is
he
that-
was like, it was a good movie.
that Wes Anderson makes him do.
It was
yeah.
pretty good.
But at least they're both big enough to be like, yeah, it works actually. But yeah, I think Elf deserves a Shrek and it doesn't. That I would say comes down to like anti-comedy sentiment and also probably anti-Christmas sentiment, which is probably justifiable. And then the last non-Shrekker in the film, unfortunately, playing the role of Mabel, Regis Philbin. Regis Philbin never got himself a pair of Shrek ears.
That's fine.
And that's our second like broadcast person involved in the Shrekiverse that like appears in movies a lot. Larry King's in a lot of movies.
Yeah, their agents are like, write us in.
Yeah. But Larry King's got his Shrek ears for Shrek 2. So then we go on to Shrek Forever After. Shrek Forever After, which I think is an interesting thing that came up. Let's start with the non-Shrekkers in Shrek Forever After. It also has a 3.0. This is a list of people you'll probably know. Starting off, John Hamm. John Hamm has never made a movie as good as Shrek. What would you think would? I mean,
I don't know. I can only think of Bridesmaids. I can't think of a movie that John Hamm's. I'm sorry.
He's got one near Shrek with Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, okay.
And then this is a kind of tricky wicket. That's not this term at all.
Sticky?
Yeah.
Sticky wicket.
This is a weird one. He does have one film that is not a film. He has one credit on Letterboxd that Shreks. It's an episode of Black Mirror,
which he was great in.
And I think it is feature length, but that's an episode of a show as opposed to a spin-off film from a series.
And we're not going to give it to him because I'm mad at him for cheating on his wife on TV.
Yeah.
I don't.
Stop it.
Yeah, I believe that you're that bad guy you pretended to be.
Yeah, well, and also
the
hazing stuff.
Oh, yeah, that shit sucks.
Yeah, it's really a bummer.
What's next?
Mad Men's my favorite TV show of all time. I'll throw that out there. John Hamm, one near Shrek with Top Gun Maverick. Jane Lynch has never Shreked, which is really a shame.
Yet.
Has not Shreked yet.
She will.
Not Shreked yet, which is really a shame. Best in Show should Shrek.
Best in Show should Shrek. That's so... I'm sorry, it's seminal.
Yeah, I mean, it's really...
It's absolutely...
it's really, really good. And I don't know.
Seminal, which reminds me of semen.
Yeah, like Newman's Own. Gulp, 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 glug, glug, glug. I'd love to own some of that.
All right, let's go.
She has one near Shrek as well for Venture Bros. Radiant is the blood of the baboon heart.
Okay,
Venture
I really don't think that
it's a movie.
Doesn't need to be on there.
It's a movie.
I don't know.
Kristen Schaal, no Shrek ears, one near Shrek herself with Toy Story 3, which Toy Story 3, I'm sure viewers are shocked to find out, not as good as Shrek.
It's not.
Not as good as Shrek 2.
It's not even good as Last Wish.
No.
Puss in Boots.
It's definitely not as good as Puss in Boots' Last Wish.
We'll get to that.
Craig Robinson, another Office alum, no Shrek ears on Craig Robinson. Another one where he has a credit on Letterboxd that does Shrek, but it is a Netflix miniseries. It looks cute. It's like a little animated show. It looks cute, but it does not count. And then we've got two more media personalities, like journalist types, that are in this movie that don't Shrek. Meredith Vieira plays like a witch, and Ryan Seacrest. Who plays, I think, essentially himself. I didn't write down his credit, but I think that like one thing that this is pointing out is that like if you're like sitting around writing your movie or casting your movie and like, oh, what if we got like Anderson Cooper to do this, or Ryan Seacrest, or like a real person?
Yeah, just hit pause and think.
Hit pause.
Will this Shrek?
Is this gonna Shrek? I mean, Seacrest, he's no Larry King. You know?
Exactly.
You know? So keep that in mind, filmmakers. Here's our one Shrek years. We got Larry King back, Shrek 2. Mary Kay Place is also in the film being John Malkovich. I don't know her. And then I love the Kathy Griffin. Kathy Griffin has made more films that are better than anything Woody Allen has ever made, because she was in the movie Pulp Fiction.
That's right.
Pulp Fiction.
And she earned that because goddamn.
Yeah, goddamn indeed. She plays the dancing witch in Shrek 1, which is a fun bit, honestly. It's a good bit when the Pied Piper comes through. I liked Shrek Forever After notably better than Shrek the Third.
Yeah, it's good.
And maybe I was just like pleasantly surprised because I was
Maybe.
expecting it to be bad, but like we both hated fucking what's his ass? Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumpelstiltskin sucks to look at and listen to.
Yeah, the voice actor is like doing.
So that's in Shrek the Third, right?
No, Rumpelstiltskin's Shrek Forever After.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the movie I thought was good, but I think it suffers for that guy's performance, and he's such a big part of the movie.
I gotta be honest with you. We watched this movies this week, and they're like a fucking fever dream to me.
You know, it all blends together.
I'm like,
a little
there
bit.
was more ogres, and one of them was Craig Robinson.
That's Shrek Forever After. Yeah, he's got garlic in his beard.
That was cool.
When they blow their nose, like hold their nose and blow their
It
little
goes,
Shrek ears. The Shrek ears trumpet. That's a cool thing.
Yeah, it's a new addition to the Shrek.
Miyazaki would make some fucking noise if he plugged that nose of his and blew.
Oh my god, it would sound crazy.
It would sound nuts, a cacophony.
If he blew all 20 of them, all 40 of them.
Oh my god, all 40 fucking ears at once, that'd be fucking nuts. And then our last single Shrekker on the list is Lake Bell. She also plays Patrol Wish. You probably know her if you don't recognize her name. She's been in tons of shit, but she gets her Shrek ears for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which I think is
great.
Yeah.
Great project.
Deserves his Shrekkers. Our 2 Shrekkers are all returning voice actors, and then our 3 Shrekkers are also all returning main cast and whatnot. So no additions there. Our 4 Shrekkers, same story, just Antonio Banderas and Conrad Vernon, the gingerbread man again. And then here's a weird one. This is where we got something weird. Something I think is worth talking about. In Shrek Forever After on Letterboxd, we get the first credit for the voice of Dragon.
Yeah, I bet you're wondering, where's Dragon in all of this?
Where is Dragon in all this?
That's Donkey's wife.
That's the mother of Donkey's children.
Like, and we haven't mentioned her yet. It's not our fault.
It's not our fault.
It's not our fault.
It's not our fault. The voice, it's listed, it's credited on Letterboxd as parentheses uncredited, Dragon uncredited, to a man named Frank Welker.
And this man is a legend.
This man is an absolute legend.
So basically his normal speaking voice is pretty instantly clockable. You go, what's that? And you go, oh my god, that's Fred from fucking Scooby-Doo. Originated Fred.
Originated the role of Fred and plays it to this day.
Yeah, and has now also Scooby-Doo.
Since 1969. And
not the original Scooby-Doo.
He didn't originate Scooby-Doo, but since 2002, he has also portrayed Scooby-Doo. So a lot of the Scooby-Doo I grew up with, certainly he was Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. What's new Scooby-Doo? That's this guy.
That's probably
Dragon.
this guy. That's probably the
Donkey's
voice
wife.
of Dragon. Dragon, Donkey's wife. Another role in a kind of almost like Cloud Atlas, Everything Everywhere All at Once twist. Frank Welker has 3 official sets of Shrek ears on Letterboxd, and one of them is for Mulan, in which he plays Mulan's horse. He plays Mulan's horse, and there's like scenes with like Mulan's horse like arguing with the dragon that Eddie Murphy plays the dragon in Mulan, and it's just like, you know, it's just, the world is crazy, you know.
It's crazy.
The world's crazy.
It's like they're married.
It's like they're married or something. He gets another set of Shrek ears for Lion King. He voices the roars of the lion. And you can watch him do this on YouTube.
It's so cool. He does it into like a trash can.
Literally, he does it into a trash can where he's like,
Rawr. He's like, Rawr. Yeah, which.
I scared Ramona.
She likes
because it's so effective. And then he gets his 3rd official set of Shrek ears for Raiders of the Lost Ark, the first Indiana Jones film.
That's cool.
I don't remember what the credit.
Is he a voice credit?
I think it is a voice credit. I didn't write it down. But yeah, I think it is a voice credit. But all that to say, none of those movies I just mentioned were Shrek or Shrek 2.
Should we take a second to introduce the cats?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this will come up for sure. This right here is Ramona. on my lap.
And this is Toast.
And that there is Toast. And you'll see plenty of these girls on the pod. They are our precious angels.
Yep.
And we love them so much. And
Got anything to say, Toast?
Ramona, word for the audience?
No comment.
No, just a little twitch of the back. But yeah, Frank Welker, if we count Shrek and Shrek 2, unfortunately
Which we
Letterboxd
can't.
doesn't. And which means it doesn't.
Letterboxd is law. Is something that we have to.
That's what we have to subscribe to, or else we did Two in the Weeds. There's a lot of addendums.
But if he wouldn't he be the most decorated person?
He would be the most decorated person in all of the Shrekiverse. And that's you made a point the other day when we discovered this, that like if he's not credited for Shrek and Shrek 2,
then he must be not credited for a
what else
bunch of shit.
isn't he being credited
I mean,
for?
he's like, resident roar guy.
Oh, in our producer's favorite television show, he plays the role of Nibbler. And not just that Nibbler, he does both. And I'm Nibbler. He does both voices. He's Nibbler. Like, and it's just crazy. He plays Abu and Raja and the Cave of Wonders in Aladdin. Like, this guy has on his IMDb 906 acting credits. 906.
Yeah.
Absolute legend. Let's take a moment to give Frank Welker his props.
Let's edit in applause.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah, and probably confetti.
Yeah, I love that.
So that's asterisk, most decorated, but unfortunately he's only a triple Shrekker in the eyes of Letterboxd.
Letterboxd don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So moving on now from the proper Shrek films into our continuations, our spin-offs, Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots, 2011. This is a much smaller cast and doesn't add a lot of things. We got mostly returning voice actors, but we do have our 4 Shrekkers, Antonio Banderas and Gingy, again Conrad Vernon, and then our 2 Shrekkers are all just voice actors. One of them though is a new introduction to the Shrekiverse Shrekking. His name is Bob Persichetti. I think I'm pronouncing that right, and he is credited as the O-Cat. O-H-H-H. Because he shows up when something like weird happens and he goes, oh. That's his only line. And he doesn't Shrek for Puss in Boots, but he does Shrek for Puss in Boots The Last Wish, in which he recounts his role
as the
O-Cat. Like 11 years later, they were like, they'll remember this bit. And I did. It was funny. And then he gets a second set of Shrek years for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the second of the Spider-Verse movies. Then we got co-star Salma Hayek coming in as Kitty Softpaws. You might like that. Who has one set of Shrek years, and if you've been paying attention, it is for Puss in Boots The Last Wish, for recounting her role as Kitty Softpaws. So that's a weird one, that she's never been in a movie as good as Shrek outside of Puss in Boots The Last Wish. I mean, she's got her ears, but I think
I feel like what else has she been in that should be Shrekking?
I mean, I haven't seen the Frida Kahlo movie. People would argue that. I personally, and this is like,
I bet she acted her ass off, but that it's like not a great movie.
Probably, yeah. A lot of biopics are like that.
Like the Halle Berry, Dorothy Dandridge movie.
Sure.
She is so good in that, but that movie is just kind of booty because they got the wrong fucking biography.
Yeah,
Sucks.
yeah, that kind of thing happens all the time, where somebody just like really puts their whole pussy into a role, and it's just like, but the script's not there, and
God, she's so good in that.
yeah. But then, for me, I would not argue with this in court ever. Like, you can kill me if you want. I personally think Dogma is really good. I think Dogma's a
it's
good
really
movie.
good,
And
but
I think she's good in it.
I think that Dogma, I wouldn't be mad about a 3.9.
Yeah, it's
about where I'd put
fairly
Dogma.
high for a comedy. I think it's around 3.7 maybe.
I had a good time.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun, and I think it holds up in a lot of
It's
ways.
pro-abortion, which is
Yeah,
dope.
like unapologetically pro-abortion without being like fully
being annoying.
Ricky Gervais atheist about it. You know what I mean? Like it's I think it's like solidly, like agnostic in a way that's like not obnoxious.
Very 90s. The way that people were talking about God in the 90s.
Oh my god, because it's all satanic panic shit. What, like Contact?
Contact is a movie I was so excited to watch because I love sci-fi. I love
Same.
Jodie Foster, and then I started watching. And I was like, it's about God.
Yeah, I was like, what is all this fucking satanic panic reactionaryism doing in my sci-fi movie? This sucks.
But is also pretty good.
It's fine. Like the good parts of it are good, and then you're like, okay, but now we're in like the Senate, and Matthew McConaughey's like, I'm a man of the cloth without the cloth.
And you're like,
Jesus Christ, 90s, get it together.
God.
That's your fantasy. You want to fuck a guy that's not a priest?
You want to fuck Matthew McConaughey, not priest?
Come on, this is sad.
I mean, you know
These
what?
are
There's
your-
worse things in this world, but not really.
No, not really, not many. Then we got our 2 notable zero Shrekers that appear in Puss in Boots 2011, but do not appear in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. We got Billy Bob Thornton as Jack.
I met him once.
One near Shrek with Bound by Honor. Yeah, you met him the day your nephew was born.
Yeah, shout out to my nephew.
Yeah, he walked into a show that we literally threw together that day.
Oh yeah, that was that one.
It was that show.
Hmm.
Weird one. And then Zach Galifianakis, the main antagonist, Humpty Dumpty, has never Shreked. He's got 2 near Shreks with Birdman at a 4.0 and the Lego Batman movie. Almost as good as Shrek.
Have you seen that one?
No, but I've heard it's good.
I played all the games.
Yeah, Will
Lego
Arnett.
Batman games slap.
Will Arnett's Batman, and yeah,
The best Batman games.
I've had
I
at
think.
least
Or
one.
Lego games.
I've had at least one nerd be like, "It's really good." I can't remember who, but I know that's happened. So
You know, there's a lot of movies like that where it's like, oh, it's so good, Paddington 2. Oh, and I feel like The Last Wish also is one of these movies
Yes.
where I'm like, I'm sure you're right.
Is it
but
so good?
I don't want to become the person that has to say that, so I'm not going to watch it.
But then we had to watch it.
And now I'm like, Last Wish is actually
You
pretty
gotta
good.
watch that shit. It's
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't watch it with little kids.
honestly, it's not great for little kids. It's pretty scary. There's some parts that if I were really little, I'd be like,
It
God
gets
damn.
in dark, just like dark.
It gets dark. There's a flower that eats a guy and turns him into a skeleton, like a cat drawing a fish out of their mouth and pulling out just bones. It gets really morbid, but it's excellent. The animation is done by seemingly, almost certainly, the same team as the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, it looks like Spider-Verse.
It looks like
It's got
Spider-Verse.
that brushstrokey, sometimes claymation-y, mixed media.
Yeah, it's
gorgeous.
It's really
pretty.
it's a beautiful film, and it was really good. And
Have we gotten through the first Puss in Boots yet?
yeah, we're all the way through. It's a
Oh,
small
sick.
cast. It's a really small cast, and so we're on to our final film in the Shrek franchise. And so we'll start at the bottom.
And it might be the best movie in the franchise.
I mean, honestly, yeah. As far as
Which
like,
sucks because I am such a Shrek 1 head. I was so into Shrek 1 that like when Shrek 2 came out, I don't know how fucking old I was, but like I was like, I reject this. I
Look-
reject Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots is
No.
not of Shrek.
No, for real. I didn't watch either Puss in Boots until like this week. Like I just refused to do it. I never
And
saw
now
Shrek 4
now I
ever
love
after
Puss.
until like last week. Yeah, we love Puss.
I didn't used to love Puss, but
We're
no,
big Puss
I
heads
fucking
here.
love Puss.
Yeah, I'm fucking so into Puss.
We were crushing Puss the way we were watching those movies so fast.
we were getting all up in that Puss.
Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't put the Puss down.
Wouldn't want to.
Wouldn't want to. But yeah, so here are notable single Shrekers who Shrek for their involvement in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, with a 4.1, an Equa Shrek. We got Harvey Guillen, who plays the adorable Perito. It's a little dog.
He earned these Shrek
He
years.
fucking earned
Because
these Shrek
yeah,
years.
Perito, I love him. If he's not in the next Shrek movie,
Oh, I'm gonna ride
I'm
it.
gonna go somewhere with a gun.
They do allude to the fact that they're returning to. I'm tearing
Probably
up
the
thinking about
gun
Perito.
range.
I'm literally tearing up thinking about.
Yeah,
Perito.
okay, basically Perito is the thing that I'm like, maybe kids shouldn't watch this.
Yeah, because his origin story is that the family he was born to kept
Spoilers,
trying to
spoilers.
yeah. Fast forward like 30 seconds if you don't want to know. The family he was born to kept trying to get rid of him, and he thought they were playing hide and seek, and he kept coming back until eventually, and he's laughing through this whole story. He doesn't even think it's a sad story. Eventually, they literally tie him into a sock with a rock and throw him into a river. They attempted homicide, this little
And then
dog.
he's like, and that's what I'm wearing right now. His little sweater is his murder sock.
His
and
outfit
you're
is
just
his
like,
murder sock.
Why?
You're like, good God.
Jesus Christ, I'd die for him.
Yeah, no, he earned the fuck out of these Shrek
See,
years.
I don't think they had to do that.
But Harvey
I don't
Guillen-
want my nephews watching that yet.
No, it's too sad for kids. But Harvey Guillen, you may know him
From
or-
What We Do in the Shadows.
They might be them. You said they might be non-binary. But
Oh yeah, we should look that up. I do think that. Yeah, I don't remember.
We'll put pronouns if I can find them right here.
I'm pretty sure they're they them.
Yeah, but in any event, they nail this fucking movie, and they're so funny in what they do in the shadows.
Harvey Guillen,
the TV show,
A star on the rise.
Yeah, definitely look out because this is just their first Shrek years. They're very young. They've got more in them. Joining him are a couple other comedy people that I'm a big fan of. Betsy Sidaro, who you would recognize her voice. She kind of sounds like Bobby Hill. Straight up, she sounds like Bobby Hill.
Oh, yeah.
But like in real life. So if you've heard a person and like, is that Bobby Hill? And then you looked and it wasn't Bobby Hill. That was probably
some
Betsy
lady.
Sidaro.
Yeah.
And she gets some Shrek ears. Then we got Heidi Gardner, SNL alum.
Yeah. Local Heidi Gardner.
Local Heidi Gardner. And she has been in better movies than Maya Rudolph, Amy Poehler, or Sherry O'Terry.
Yeah. She
Because
is
of
more
Puss in Boots:
decorated.
The Last Wish. She is more decorated.
She's mogging all the other SNL ladies.
I know, isn't that nuts? And then
Stunting on 'em.
I was really
Just fucking
pleasantly
crip walking on them.
yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised at this last one. For my Always Sunny fans, Artemis.
Yeah.
Artemis from Always Sunny plays Jan Serpent.
What's her real name? Say her real name.
Artemis Pebdani.
Okay,
Is
thanks.
her real
Okay.
name. Yeah, her name is Artemis. And so I think she might. I haven't looked into this. We'll save this for another episode, but I think she might have more Shrek ears than any of the boys.
Yeah, probably.
Mac Dennis.
Well, we'll probably do a whole little episode
I
on
think
that.
we'll probably.
Well, what we're gonna probably do from here is compare all other art to Shrek.
Yeah.
So we'll say that their Shrek equivalent, if they have 3, is Cameron Diaz, or whatever the fuck. So we'll probably go through other franchises,
and we're going to keep
shows, things that, things that our
rolling-
guest might be, interested in.
Right. And we're gonna keep a rolling power ranking that we will let you.
And sometimes we won't talk about the Shrekdel test at all.
Yeah, we'll do whole episodes that have nothing to do with this at all. But
Yeah.
we'll keep a rolling power ranking. I'll put it up right here. And right now at the top, because we've talked about him, Hayao Miyazaki with 20 Shrek ears is the score to beat. But below him, we've got Antonio Banderas with 4.
Here, let's do this at the end.
Because there is someone
Yeah, there's somebody that's
in this film that's more decorated than anyone else. 2 Shrek ears. We, of course, OCAT comes back. And then we've got Ray Winstone, who has 2 sets of Shrek ears. One for Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. And then the other for a very similar film, The Departed. The Departed. Ray Winstone, if you know The Departed, he's the guy that, he's like, that's not quite a guy you can't hit. I'm a guy you can't hit. He plays Papa Bear in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. He was great. And then another double Shrekker. We've got Mama Luna, Divine Joy Randolph, who Shreks for this, of course. And then a movie that I really enjoyed, The Holdovers, with Paul Giamatti.
Yes.
Which, yeah, she's great in. She's
good
got
in
a
that.
really good part.
That should Shrek.
It does Shrek.
Oh, you just said.
Yeah. Yeah, it Shreks. She gets her Shrek ears for that. 3 Shrekkers. Pinocchio returns. Wolf returns. No, wait, this is a different wolf. This is
Whole different wolf.
Wagner Moura. Much scarier wolf than the wolf in the rest of the Shrek franchise. Wagner Moura. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that.
Moreau?
Moura.
I don't know.
Maura, maybe. But it's this one, and then his other 2 are for Spanish language films that I had never heard of, but they both Shrek. Carandiru is one of them, or Carandiru, Carandiru. I'll be putting this information up here maybe for these movies. And then a movie that's translated to English and credited on Letterboxd as Basic Sanitation, the movie. And it is a movie. It's not a documentary. I looked into it. So.
I mean, it says the movie.
Right. So
I believe that.
it's pretty cool. And then we got Olivia Colman, English actress. She plays Mama Bear. She's got herself 3 Shrek ears.
If you don't love Olivia Colman, you should. You should. She's in a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. 3 movies as good as Shrek. One being Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, of course. Hot Fuzz, a rare Equa-Shrek comedy. A rare comedy that is as good as Shrek.
Which was not the Simon Pegg I would pick to Shrek.
I personally wouldn't either. I'm a Shaun of the Dead person.
I would put Shaun of the Dead above Hot Fuzz.
I would as well. I think Hot Fuzz is
I think Simon Pegg would put Shaun of the Dead above Hot Fuzz.
I think Hot Fuzz is a little more stylistically
it's been a while.
Risk-takey,
It's been nearly
it's been
at least a decade since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, it's been a long time for me as well, but
it Shrek's.
And then
it's exactly as good as Shrek.
A film she did with Anthony Hopkins called The Father, also Shrek's. Back from our break, our producer just pointed out something we learned with Craig Robinson that unfortunately Walk Hard, my very favorite film, does not Shrek.
I'm not surprised. It's an unsung.
It's a
pretty unsung comedy.
It's a comedy, which is always going to count against you on Letterboxd, and the people that like it a lot. But I'm sure people have been made to watch it,
and they're just I don't like it.
It's not. I mean, it's funny, but it's
look, if you're somebody that's like new to Letterboxd, the concept of it, one of my favorite ways to use Letterboxd is to look up my very favorite movies and then look at the lowest reviews of them and just read stupid people and go, you're so stupid.
Which is definitely something
I'm
we'll
so smart and you're so stupid.
definitely something we'll do in the future on the pod with.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do a bad Letterboxd reviews segment.
Yeah, for sure. So that's unfortunately true. All right, so those are our triple Shrekers. We're into our 4 Shrek years, and so we've got Gingy back in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, getting himself his most recent and final pair of Shrek years thus far. Antonio Banderas, of course, Puss himself, and then joining them. Here's one weird one. There's a voice actor named Al Rodrigo. He's credited as bartender. He has 3 other sets of Shrek years. 2 for the 2 different Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse animated features, and 1 for Coco by Pixar.
Nice.
All 3 of which he is credited as additional voices.
Ooh.
Shit counts.
You know what? I love that. He is always recurring his classic role of
Additional voices.
His classic character.
Until his breakout role as bartender
Whoa.
in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. And so for him, he's one of the most decorated actors in the entire Shrek franchise with 4 Shrek years.
Wow.
And then our next
Better
edition,
than Julie Andrews.
better than Julie Andrews, more quality films than Julie Andrews. And then joining them with 4 is Florence Pugh, our girl Florence Pugh, Blondie. She plays Goldilocks in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. It's a good part. She has 4 Shrek years: Dune Part 2, Little Women, Oppenheimer, and of course Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. So a lot of recent movies,
And not Midsummer.
and not Midsummer, notably. Yeah, which I think is, I don't know, a little weird.
Did you see it?
I did, yeah, or at least
I
most
liked
of it.
I liked it fine.
And it just seemed like it had a lot of hype. It seemed like people really liked that movie.
Yeah, you would think people would be, but I think with the hype comes the hate, and
for
that
sure.
can drag a score right down.
Absolutely. There is kind of this balance between hype and recency bias that takes place
Yeah.
on Letterboxd. You'll watch things kind of,
I know I've given half stars to things that are getting too much hype just to drag them down.
oh yeah, Marty Supreme got
Just Marty Supreme.
Marty
actually.
Supreme got as
Marty
bad
Supreme
a score
ruined
as I
my
could give it.
birthday.
yeah, it was
What I'll say about Marty Supreme is what Zach Woods said, that it is a propaganda film for selfishness.
Yep.
So-
propaganda film for selfishness.
so-
Very aptly put. Yeah. And
Call me
now-
media illiterate in the comments.
yeah, sound off in the comments. What don't we get about Marty Supreme? What are we missing? Anyway, we get into our official most decorated actor in the entire Shrekiverse. This is our final performer.
Mhm.
If Dragon, Frank Welker, had been credited for Dragon in Shrek 1 and 2, they would be tying. That's the asterisk
But
I think is worth mentioning. But
The world's
They-
not just.
the world's not just. But this guy has 5 sets of Shrek years. And his name is John Mulaney.
That's right. Not so new in town anymore.
Not so new in town anymore. No, is he? But to mention New in Town is a Letterboxd credit.
Yeah,
And
you
it-
get stand-ups. Get it.
Stand-up specials count.
They do count.
They do count.
because it's a performance.
they
Even
off-
if yeah.
They often get cinematic release. Not often, but they sometimes get cinematic releases. They are often, at least close to feature length, and ultimately, it is a artistic performance on film.
There's some look. We may be biased, but I think comedy might be art.
We like it. We like it.
I think he earns it.
He earns it. So he's got 3 Shrek years for
For
stand-up
stand-up.
specials alone. New in Town, Kid Gorgeous, and The Comeback Kid, all Shrek.
Which I agree with.
Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and then he's also, if you know the movie and you've heard it so far, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is the other actual film that he's been in that also Shrek. So John
He's
Mulaney,
a pretty good voice actor.
he does great in this movie as he's
Yeah.
like the main villain in
Yeah.
Puss in Boots: The Last
He's
Wish.
like a stand-in for billionaires.
Yeah, he is. He plays a real
A
psychopath.
completely unredeemable
Yeah,
villain.
totally irredeemable.
They have a character on his shoulder the whole time called
accredited
as the ethical
the ethical bug.
The ethical bug. It's Jiminy Cricket.
It's Jiminy Cricket, but they
Jiminy
can't
Cricket.
call him Jiminy Cricket.
It's to illustrate to kids like, hey, I think we actually got to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Like-
And at one point, Foley is just like, "You're irredeemable."
yeah, he says it.
Yeah, and it's great.
I
and
think
that
kids
guy,
need to know that there
that
are
guy kills
irredeemable-
his role. He's doing a Jimmy Stewart impression.
That's a really
more or
good Jimmy
less.
Stewart.
It's
Yeah.
a pretty good Jimmy Stewart.
He's earning them ears.
And he earned those ears, and I think he might have more in him. He's a voice actor with only 2 credits on all of Letterboxd.
We're rooting for you.
We're rooting for you, ethical bug.
bug.
But that
concludes the Shrekdel.
the Shrekdel Power Rankings of the Shrekiverse.
And yeah, that's kind of a foundational thing that we've done now, and maybe now the rankings are on screen.
And now I have the rankings on screen of, I'll say, our top. It's going to be kind of a crowded list because there's a lot of ties, but our top 3. And you'll see Frank Welker is absent. I'm not going to asterisk him on every single power ranking going forward. Hopefully Letterboxd will see this. And
I don't know if it's even on Letterboxd. I think it's on the movie itself.
It's, yeah, well, he's
like,
parentheses uncredited in Shrek 3 as Dragon on Letterboxd.
Okay, so
they can include uncredited credits.
Interesting.
And just don't on Shrek 1 and 2 for some reason.
Wow.
I think he is credited on IMDb, but I could be mistaken. I did not.
Yeah, well, IMDb sucks.
It
IMDb credits Helen Mirren in 30 Rock, and she's not in
She's
that.
not in 30 Rock.
There's a scene where she gets slimed.
Allegedly, and it's
not her.
Her.
It is not her.
And they literally credit the Helen Mirren, and it's clearly just like Jane.
And that's why we're a Letterboxd house.
Yeah, Letterboxd all the way here. Also, it's not Amazon. It's probably something else evil, but it's not Amazon.
Cool. Well, that's. I mean.
So that's the Shrekdel Power Rankings.
Do you think that's the whole episode?
I think almost, but just to sign off for our first episode, I want to introduce one last important segment to the show. This is, I think it's time for the first episode of Talkin' Jakin' Off.
Yeah.
All right, and welcome to the very first episode of Talkin' Jakin' Off. I'm your host, Evan Goldt.
And I'm Kasey Famous.
And recently, on an episode of Jakin' Off, local comedian Ryan Tricky was heard saying that he might get into Naruto one day.
Really, Ryan? You're going to watch Naruto?
When you lose your family or break your legs, you're going to get into Yu Yu Hakusho? It almost sounds like he said he didn't want it to happen, but fans are theorizing that he does want it to happen.
Ryan Tricky wants his whole family dead.
Or for his legs to both be broken. That's the theory. That's the fan theory. And maybe we'll find out on a future episode of Jakin' Off.
Talkin' Jakin' Off.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about
Either.
it on Talkin' Jakin' Off when it gets revealed on Jakin' Off. Signing off for our first episode of Talkin' Jakin' Off. I've been your host, Evan Goldt.
I'm Kasey Famous.
You stay classy.
And fuck you, Chris Hardwick.
Fuck you, Chris Hardwick. All right, how are you feeling?
That was a really good episode of Talkin' Jakin' Off.
Great episode.
I mean, I feel good about the future of that segment.
And I cannot wait to see what happens on the next episode of Jakin' Off.
Wow.
Let alone the next episode of Talkin' Jakin' Off.
God.
The mind races with possibilities. Anyway, this has been fun. I had fun.
If you're genuinely watching till the end of the whole thing, oh my God.
Yeah, no, seriously.
That's insane.
You're a sick freak.
You're in love with us.
Yeah, dude, get over it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah, put it away. Oh, stop.
But yeah, follow the other things. Cause
yeah, so
if you're this deep into this hole.
Yeah.
Oh no, what if we pop up on your YouTube?
Yeah, no, please just subscribe to our YouTube. That's gonna be the big one. We're also on Instagram and TikTok as well. We have all three No Stakes Pod, at No Stakes Pod on all three, so it's easy to find. And yeah, just throw us a follow. We're gonna be doing this. We got a lot of fun ideas. We got a lot of fun plans in the works.
Yeah.
For other segments and stuff.
Look forward to learning about British boy band Take That.
Oh yeah, the Take That episode is gonna be so fun. And then yeah, we've got other things. I mean, we didn't even talk about Pokemon. I got plenty of stuff to say about Pokemon.
I got Star Trek shit.
Oh yeah, Star Trek mentioned. Star Trek mentioned. Star Trek mentioned. Nice. Star Trek mentioned once before.
Shit.
But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.